Hello, ladles, jelly spoons, and other non-binary kitchen utensils. This is Gravy Wolves Podcast. I'm your host, Franklin.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Hova.
Clipped
out of existence.
And I'm Hova.
Better?
It's
I'm wearing a women's t-shirt.
Because it says Jurassic Park on it.
Because I identify as Ned Landry. Did I say that right? I always mess his name up.
It's Nedry.
Nedry? No.
Yes. We bought you the toy for your birthday.
What's his last name, though? Nedry...
Fauci.
Why do I always say Ned Oh, his first name's Dennis, duh. Because he always says he calls him Dennis. Why don't you clean your fucking desk up, Dennis? You fucking
fan you are.
Yeah.
I suck, dude.
I want that toy back.
I want that toy
It's not a toy, it's a collectible!
I should have just literally bought you shaving cream.
I would have been just as impressed because I'm that much of a fake fan. Fuck.
What are you nerds been up to? How you doing?
Nothing. Just chilling, dude. I opened a chocolate Wonder Ball Mario prize thing earlier.
Wait.
Got my coin.
Wait, we can open that?
Oh, nice.
Can we eat the chocolate? How old is it?
How old is it?
Yeah.
They're actually the stickers. So it's a gift that keeps on giving. Let me tell you. So you get your chocolate egg. Inside is candy pieces.
He's gone.
Yeah. Let me start again for Frank. So you get your chocolate egg. On the inside is candy pieces that are shaped like one of the characters. You get 2 stickers, and then you get your coin. So it's just a bunch of stuff for $2. I think they retail for $2. But yeah, no, the stickers have 2017 printed on them. But I bought them.
Good.
Yeah, I bought them in Walmart. I mean, it's just chocolate. You got one too? I bought a case of them, dude. I'm such a bitch. I bought one for each of my kids, and we opened them in the truck, and then realized how fucking cool they were. And the next Walmart I was in, they had a whole sealed case of them, and I just bought them all, dude.
You have no fucking self-control.
I have 0, dude. 0. I have a problem. But there's 18 coins, Andrew. How am I supposed to get all 18 if I don't buy a case?
No, you gotta collect them all, or trade some hogs on the playground for them.
I need to go to the children. I need to go to the playground, find children, ask them if they have Mario coins.
Yeah, that'll work out great.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Honestly, I think it'll be good. How many of you opened, Frank?
I know chocolate's not bad.
No, the chocolate's pretty good. It tastes like Nestle.
If we could eat into the microphone, that would be better, I think.
Yeah, I think you should ASMR it. We've opened a decent amount, and I think we've gotten Bowser, this little shit stain, and then
Bowser
Peach,
Jr.
Peach, Rosalina. I think that's it. I think that's all we've got. We haven't gotten Mario or Luigi yet, but we did pull a Bowser, so that was pretty cool. You know, so yeah. Hey Frank, are you still addicted to Pokemans? Look what I found today. I'm going to send this off to get it graded. Ash's Pikachu.
Why doesn't he have 65 million HP and deal an unlimited amount of damage?
No, he doesn't? 70 HP.
Ash's Pikachu is fucking invincible.
He's basically Zombie Chew right now.
I mean, he's got a backwards cap. I think you play that card. You should just win.
You didn't watch the cartoon at all?
I've been watching it. I didn't have. Must I remind you? I didn't have channels. Okay. First of all,
okay.
Thanks for bringing it up. Second of all, no, I have been watching some Indigo League on Netflix because it's on there. If you didn't know, and it's been pretty fun.
All right.
Ash got Pikachu because he slept through his alarm. I know what's up.
Yeah, that's right.
He didn't get to Professor Oak in time, so the 3 starters were gone. And he had this crazy experimental fucking electricity farting dumb shit. And he was like, hey, I'm going to give this to Ash because he's a little procrastinating cocksucker.
Been using that fucking Pikachu forever though. Still
working out
viable
for it, right?
somehow in the like Elite Four.
Frank, I want to shout you out real quick. I just finished off out of my Halo 2 Slurpee cup. The coolest cup ever. You left a bottle of gin, aviation gin, at my house. And I'm slurping on some, what is it, sugar-free or whatever? The monsters that are, sugar-free, I guess. The green apple one.
Yeah.
Aviation gin. Oh, man, that's a killer combo right there, dude.
It's one of my favorite gins.
It's pretty good. Isn't that Rob Riggle's gin? Isn't Rob Riggle?
Deadpool.
Oh my god, Ryan Reynolds.
Shit. Wait, Rob Riggle has an alcohol too.
Yeah, he does, but...
What is it?
He's a part owner of one of the Kansas City things.
Yeah, you're right. And then The Rock has some sort of fucking tequila. Loaded vodka, that's what it is.
I don't know what the fuck The Rock has. I know about Casamigos. That's George Clooney's tequila.
Dan Aykroyd's vodka is the best.
Isn't that the Skull one? I've never had it. And then Ron White's got something too, and it's supposed to be really good. I read an entire review about it.
Yeah, Ron
Casamigos
has tequila.
Casamigos is good though. It's not too bad.
Never hate it.
I had it. This is a decent story. I had it at a party with a party that was also attended by Ethan Hawke, Peter Sarsgaard. Who else was there? Emily Mortimer. A bunch of celebrity people. Because I worked on a movie with them. I was like a PA, so I didn't do anything cool. I was just getting people from the makeup department and shit, bringing them to set. But I got to go have a rap party with all the fucking people who were in it.
That's fucking legit.
And apparently the director loved tequila because people kept bringing it to her, so I drank a lot of her tequila.
Nice. There you go.
Well, anybody anything new that's been going on? We found what's Hova been doing? I don't even know.
I got my truck fixed. I had to spend almost $500. My ignition switch went out, so that was fun.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Other than that, not much. I was going to go to the P.O. box today, but then I remembered it was Martin Luther King Day. Hate to date the episode. So, that was closed because I got some package that got delivered and then returned to sender because it said recipient moved and didn't notify of new address or something. I'm like, what? I just renewed my P.O. box. I don't know what's going on there. So I got to go to the P.O. box tomorrow and figure out what's going on with that whole sitch. So
Fun stuff.
that's about all I can think of. Chiefs game. Watched the Chiefs game. Had a heart attack.
No video games. All
Yeah.
Pokemon cards.
Actually, we just yesterday bought the new Super Mario Brothers for Switch.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and it's a 4-player multiplayer now. And Mario's frustrating enough. 1 player co-op Mario it's a lot of fucking fun. It really is, but it's also really the clipping is really severe in that game. You cannot bump into people, and also there's this thing where when you take damage, it freezes up for a second intentionally. It's not like a glitch or anything. Not that it doesn't seem like it. It just the whole gameplay halts for a split second whenever either player takes damage. So that can be really fucking annoying when you're trying to time, jumps and stuff like that, and your teammate takes a hit that you didn't see coming. And but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think we're probably gonna play through and beat that. So it should be good.
You'll have to get 3D World when it comes out because that also has multiplayer, and it's a little bit easier to navigate with more than one person just because it's in 3 dimensions, so you're not stuck. You're not on the same track constantly.
Right. Yeah.
But you will still accidentally like stuff somebody while they're jumping and spike them into a pit, and it's fun. It's a really good game.
Yeah, it sounds like fun. We enjoy playing pretty much any Mario game we've ever tried. So, in this one, you can if you have Yoshi, you can eat your teammate. So that's pretty interesting. I also just realized that new 3D All Stars we beat Sunshine, and we haven't gone back and played the other two yet. So I still haven't played Galaxy ever. So I really need to do that. Even though I know everybody says Galaxy 2 is better.
I gotta go back and do that too. I bought those and then just kind of played a little bit of 64 and was like, I don't want to fuck around with this right now.
Yeah, I feel like I got my money out of it at least. I played through all of Sunshine, and that was a good time. So,
I've been playing tons of Genesis shit. I started playing this RPG last night called Rent a Hero, which was never released in the States, but I found like a translation patch for it. I'm checking that out. It's pretty funny. It's like a super meta kind of comedic RPG where every time you get into a fight, it becomes like a side-scrolling kind of beat 'em up instead of a turn-based battle system. Kind of fun. You find like a super suit, and then you have to do odd jobs around town to be able to afford the rent on the super suit.
okay,
Pretty amusing.
As per usual.
And I spent a lot of time today for the first like real amount of time that I've been able to set into it. I went and set my computer up in the living room where I actually have some space, and I played Half-Life Alyx for like 2 or 3 hours. And
hell yeah,
that shit fucking rules. It's really good. I wish it wasn't.
Awesome.
I wish it wasn't only a VR game, just because that limits the number of people who can play it. But it's really, really good.
I wonder if they could have made it like what was that? Not Rick and Morty, but super similar. It was by the same people. That game.
Trover Saves the Universe?
Trover, yeah. That game was really cool because it was designed for VR, but you could play it with a controller easy enough. I played through like the first hour or two of it, and it was a lot of fun. So it's a shame that couldn't be the same for that game.
Alyx does make good use of some of the VR stuff, though. Like, one of the things is, because this takes place before Half-Life 2, and in Half-Life 2 you have the gravity gun, right? That was like the really big thing about Half-Life 2.
Right.
So in this one, the gravity gun's not quite ready yet, so you have these gloves, gravity gloves. And the way it works is you look at something and you squeeze a trigger, and then you flick your wrist towards you, and it sends the object flying at you, and then you can try to catch it out of the midair. And you can do this with pretty much anything, like bottles of beer, ammo, hard hats, just like whatever shit is in the environment. You can grab just about anything. And it's really fucking fun because sometimes you'll be in a fight with somebody and you'll see like a gas can over yonder. You'll whip it to you real quick and then toss it at the bad guy and shoot it in midair. It's really cool. It's really, really fun. And it's also super like atmospheric. It has like a really good story and yada yada. It's just
nice.
It's a Valve game, back when Valve made
it's not a
shit.
gimmicky VR bullshit experience, yeah.
It's really good. If you have access to VR and you haven't played it, you should play it.
I need to pick it up.
Yeah, definitely. I'd really recommend it.
What about you, Frank?
Oh, just working a lot. Had to go in a little bit Saturday. Had to go in yesterday morning. Today, everybody came in bold because that's what Martin Luther King fucking wanted. He wanted you and your stupid family to go to a goddamn bowling center.
Yeah.
Jesus, go out and do some community service or something, you fucking jackholes. But, so I've been playing, is it Gran Turismo Sport or Gran Turismo Tech or whatever 2? I don't know exactly what the fucking name of it is, but I've been playing a lot of that, so.
Nice.
That's kind of
random.
cool.
How'd that come about?
It's just a Sony exclusive, and I kind of missed those games because I really haven't played, I think, since the second or the third one. Played the shit out of some Gran Turismo in the day.
I remember Gran Turismo being like way too sim for me. I didn't like I like a more arcadey
You don't like a racing game where you might have to read a sentence every 5 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
Or have to worry about like what shocks I have and shit. Fuck all of that.
That's why I like playing Wreckfest. Wreckfest is like a good medium ground between those two things.
Wreckfest is fun
Whereas
too.
like sometimes you need to pay attention to your suspension, but also you being a demolition derby driving a school bus. So it's like it balanced out pretty well.
See, I got really into the dirt games. A couple of them, like the first two, I think maybe.
Oh yeah, those
Dirt
those
games are fucking great.
those are super fucking technical. Did you have to learn like the route notation and everything?
I don't remember.
Oh, because that's in. It was in Dirt 3 or 4. I know that it's in those where you'll have a co-driver next to you who is like,
Oh shit! No, I don't remember that. And it forced you to actually play that way.
yeah, and he's like right for flat out, and like that means okay, it's roughly like a 40-degree turn or whatever.
I remember them. I remember like I think you could hear that while you were racing, but you never actually had to use it. Like you would still have your mini map or whatever and stuff like that. And I remember like it being very, there was, if you didn't really pay attention to how much you were letting off the gas and braking, but not braking too hard, you would completely fuck up and not be able to race obviously in dirt. And I liked the tracks that would go in and out from like you'd be on asphalt from time, and then every once in a while you'd be on a little bit of grass, and then you'd be in like a long stretch of mud and shit like that, and it would change as you go. But other than that, I don't like to get too technical with like the cars and all the tuning and shit.
Do you guys have any recollection of the game Split Second?
Don't think so.
I've been playing that a little bit recently, and it's a racing game that came out on came out during the 360 PS3 era. And the whole framing device based around the game is that you are on this TV show. And the way the game works is I can't remember if you have a boost or not, but you charge up this like meter by doing like power slides and risky overtakes and stuff like you would do in
like
Burnout.
Crowd. That's like the crowd's reaction.
Yeah, kind of. But as you build this up, what it gives you access to is environmental ways to fuck with your opponents. So, like, there are helicopters that hover over the course, and you can trigger a helicopter dropping like a bomb in the middle of the course. Or, cars that are parked on the side of the road, you can make them explode out onto the course so the people
Power
driving
plays.
out around them. Yes, yeah, power plays.
Nice.
But there's also really big ones that'll cause like a fucking like aircraft control tower to crash, and it drastically alters like the course. Like the route you have to take changes completely because now the road is blocked by this one thing, and yada. It's really cool.
They
it's a
also
cool concept.
Oh, I've got to show you this. All right, really quickly though. Hold on. Just stop, Daddy, baby, stop.
It reminds me of you were speaking about aircraft control. It reminds me of that level in Twisted Metal Black where you could fucking shoot down the plane. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yes, I do.
The plane would come in and crash into the course, open up a whole underground area.
Do you see that?
That looks pretty intense.
Oh God. Yes, I see that.
And they had arcade machines a Split Second too.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, $10,000.
Worth it. Worth every penny.
Let's get two.
You can get it on Steam. It's cheap as hell.
Oh, minimum order there's 2 of them, and this company can manufacture 100 of them a month. They come in a wooden case. We're gonna have to contact them though to buy it.
Okay,
Let's see if we can buy 3 if they'll give us a deal.
To Miss Kelly. Motherfucker, that ain't going to Miss Kelly. That's going to... Never mind.
Okay, you need to calm down.
Listen, Linda.
Linda not here.
Okay. I've been playing some of this. It's stupid, but it's actually really fun. It's like Pokemon Snap. And
Bugs what?
You're an
Pokemon Snacks?
Yes. You're like an investigative journalist, and you end up on this island, and everybody's like deserted out of this village. But on this island, unlike the rest of the world, there are these little like creatures going around, and they're like Pokemon made out of food, but like better. And whenever you eat one, you're like your body parts change into whatever you ate. So like if you eat the hot dog caterpillar thing,
Didn't they just demo that? Like during some showcase over the last few months? Is this a new game?
it came with the PS5.
Okay.
Well, it didn't come
Yeah,
with the PS5, but yeah.
I remember them showcasing this. Yeah.
It's like it was a PlayStation Plus exclusive or something like that with the launch of, came out like the week of the PS5 came out.
Yeah.
So it's stupid dumb fun. The haptics controls on it on the PS5 are really cool.
So what's like what's the goal? What's the point?
Bring all of the there's a bunch of villagers, but they're all over the island, and you want to build the community back up. Like they all lived in a happy little village until stuff happened, and it looks like it's really a kid's game, which I guess it can be, but if you like read into the dialogue or you're an adult, you're like there's like some serious like relationship issues.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I got hurt at work though too.
Nice.
Nice segue.
So I made sure what happened was like like what a dental pick looks like a dental.
Yeah.
God. Yes.
So that they make those like for like tools to work on like machines and stuff. Like it's like a fucking craftsman version of it, not the dentist version. Well, I was using one and it got stuck in my thumb. It slipped and it went in there, and I'm like, ow! And Gary's there, and I'm like, man, this sucks. It's stuck in my hand, and so I stand up, and it's just like dangling out of my thumb. I made sure I did that though, so that way it's on the camera. So in case I get an infection and they have to chop this thing off, I've got video proof of it, so I can get my thumb money.
That's right.
Thumb money for days, son.
Get that paper.
I'm making paper. Look at me now.
Speaking of body horror, I just watched Possessor the other night, and I'm somebody who loves a fucking body horror movie. I love my Cronenberg shit, and that movie delivered pretty well. It had some pretty good moments of that.
Well,
I would encourage you to watch it.
I just
Never
finished.
Dear listener.
I just finished Fargo season 3, so I will be watching that, and then I will be starting Fargo season 4.
Is that I've heard good things. I've never seen it. So Katie and I, we are a few episodes away from finally finishing off Wentworth season 8, and it's really fucking good. But I'm also like, after 8 seasons of binging anything, you're like, okay, I'm ready to get to the next thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Mandalorian, but I'm gonna have to talk her into it. Because all she knows is that she's not the biggest Star Wars fan. Like, she doesn't care about all that. I've told her, like, even like hardcore Star Wars fans of the movies, a lot of them will say Mandalorian's even better, and I think you can appreciate it from an outside perspective, not necessarily being involved in the Star Wars universe. But I've also heard Fargo's good.
My favorite thing to do when I was watching Mandalorian was to just watch whatever episode you're watching and then take all of the science fiction out of it. Because you can do that with basically the plot of every single fucking episode.
Spaghetti Western.
And it just becomes a Western. Where it's like the man with no name walks into a town and the town people have this problem with the bandits, and so he's like, you can't afford me, blah, blah, blah. And then he sees how bad things are, and then he's like, oh shit, okay, well, I'll help him out. Because he's the badass with the heart of gold archetype. And then he goes and fights the bandits and yada yada, and the townspeople love him. And it's like, it's all shit like that, just also sometimes there are spaceships.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Bill Burr's in it, so what's
Bill
there
Burr's
to
in it.
not like?
Bill Burr's in it, yes. In fact, the funny thing is that they talked about Bill Burr always for years would make fun of fucking Star Wars and Star Wars nerds. Like he did.
Yeah.
But then, like, he's pretty sure that
Disney chick now, though.
that Favreau talked him into doing it because everybody that
For
knows,
that reason.
yeah, his
I
role
heard
was
he was
pretty
getting
good.
some shit for having his Boston accent. So.
Oh yeah. fucking cares?
I saw he was addressing. I didn't see the tweets or anything, but I guess he was addressing criticism for having a Boston accent in the show.
There's lots of pre-existing accents in fucking Star Wars. Just get over it.
Yeah, there's all. I mean,
all the Imperials are British.
You
You gonna tell me they got Britain in Star Wars?
So here's something. Somebody made a bot that turns Reddit comment threads into Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney courtroom battles back and forth.
That's a good bot.
He wouldn't get it. Sorry.
That's a good bot.
So I'm gonna send you guys that once we're done with this.
I'll enjoy that.
The bots do too much these days.
I mean, you're a bot lover, though. I mean, that's how you got 8 PS5s and those 10 Xboxes to sell on the internet.
Nope.
Did that all by hand. Just good old-fashioned having 65 computers.
I think I would have come away with a little more if I would have had a bot. I had 4, by the way. Asshole. Don't embellish.
So many kids on Christmas didn't get one.
Oh, well, they probably didn't deserve it anyways. Little shits.
Hey, man, it's a rough year.
It doesn't mean that they deserved a PS5.
Douchebag.
Spoiled little shits. They probably got a fucking iPhone 10. Fuck them. More
That's
than
an old iPhone.
Age.
That ain't
Whatever.
even a good iPhone.
What are the fucking 20? Whatever they are. None of the iPhones are a good iPhone. They all suck.
We
Android
can't open this kettle of fish.
You know about some stinky fish, huh?
Good morning, ladies.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk
Afro Man.
CD Projekt Red is getting sued again, and also all hard copies of Cyberpunk are now like $30 if you go to any retailer.
I saw that.
Christ.
I did at least. I have not been following the drama closely, but I did see today or yesterday or something. One of the like higher ups, one of the CEO people at CD Projekt Red were like, "Oh, maybe I don't know. I didn't even see that shit. All I saw was he was like, the devs don't deserve any of the blame for this. Like I deserve the blame for this." And I was like, "All right, respect that someone's at least trying to take some fucking responsibility so that the devs don't get harassed. Their lives are shitty enough already. They had to fucking crunch for this shit."
Are you mixing alcohol into that, friend?
No, that's straight root beer, bro.
Why are you just killing a 2-liter of A&W right now? I'm so confused.
It's got no caffeine in it, man. There's only 170 calories in it.
Yeah, and 40,000 grams of sugar, dude.
170 calories, and how many servings are in that bottle?
And 4 ounces.
There would be 6 of those.
Yeah, all right.
So, Frank, when are you coming over? Oh, God! We're good. Everything's fine. When are you coming over for one of these? Because stock's running low, my friend.
I don't know, man. Work's gonna fucking suck with hosting Women's State again, fucking second year in a row, and all this other bullshit.
I mean, you could always just quit and be a full-time streamer. I heard the Gravy fans got deep pockets.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I would love to see that.
You could try. You never know if you don't try, Frank.
Pretty sure no.
Here, I got your first donation right here.
Those are fucking, what are those, pesos?
From
I don't
Lyra.
even know. These have been sitting here for so long, I don't even know what the fuck they are.
What language is on them, dipshit?
Euros. They're euros. No shit, motherfucker. I haven't looked at them. Not that I'm confused by the coins, asshole. Hate you with the fire of 1,000 suns. I don't think it's all the same, though. Yeah, they are. They're all euro. Dude, everybody else's money is better than ours, by the way.
Yeah, our money's bullshit.
Like, this shit, they're fucking... what is this? €2. There's no way my camera's gonna. Holy shit! It kind of is. There's writing on the outside edge of the fucking coin.
Yeah.
Canada's got fucking plastic money,
Yeah.
and we're over here with basic bitch, boring ass shit. Stupid.
Whenever I was down in Mexico and then up in Canada, like their currency is a little cooler. I think that where the bills in Canada, like they were all plastic, but then they had like these badass holographs and shit on them.
The ones I remember, it's like paper on the sides and then plastic in the middle. But I've heard people. I don't know if this is bullshit or not, but I've heard people bitch about Canadian money on really, really cold days. Like the plastic will just shatter. I don't know if that's bullshit or not. It kind of makes sense. Or it doesn't.
And it's always fucking sticky, man, because all the maple syrup and shit.
Maple syrup.
Yeah, those fucking maple candies always melting in their pockets on their currency. Cocksuckers. Fucking Canads and their legal marijuana.
If you're a giant fucking nerd like I am, then you have spent some time looking at prospective currency redesigns.
Oh my god.
And there's some cool shit out there. Like, there's a whole set that somebody did where it's all based around every denomination has a different sort of like really important scientific achievement that has a lot to do with America on it. And they're designed really well. They're really, really cool. I'll send them to you guys in a link.
I was looking at. I've got a couple bills of denominations that I won't fully disclose publicly in my safe. Some of which may or may not be $100 bills, and some of the older ones that they stopped. I think they were made in the 80s. I have like two $100 bills from the 80s, and just the font of the 100 on the back is so much fucking more badass like than the current hundreds. I don't know what it is. I saw those and I was like, fuck, man, these are sick. Let me see if I can find it now.
Hey, Andrew, what's the most recent Tekken game? Is that okay?
Most recent Tekken game is 7, I think. And there's like 3 expansions for it now, so there's like a ton of extra characters and shit.
If I want to scratch that itch, should I get the most recent Mortal Kombat? Download the most recent Mortal Kombat or Tekken 7?
Before you scratch that itch, wear a glove. That's what my doctor told me to do.
It depends, I think, because Tekken is more accessible. It's easier to just pick up and play and like feel like you're doing some shit. Because Mortal Kombat has motions. It's like Street Fighter, you know?
Yeah.
Did you see the new cab that got announced?
It's kind of whatever you want. Huh?
The new cabinet that got announced by Dickface Games or whatever that company's called?
No. What?
The, fuck. I can't remember which fighting game it even is now.
You're talking about the hundreds on the back.
Yeah, the back, specifically. Yep.
Yes.
Street Fighter. They just announced
Whoa.
the Street Fighter Champion Edition. Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. 1-Up Arcade. Has you seen it?
Yes.
I know, you don't like emulation and all that shit, but it's pretty cool looking, dude.
No, it's that. Actually, that's not even why. It's just because I'm fucking sick of Street Fighter 2. It's a great game, but come on.
That's the only one I ever really fucked with. I remember having I remember the Mortal Kombat cartridge being really cool to me. I remember at the Boys and Girls Club for whatever reason.
God.
It was the black cartridge. But Street Fighter was the one that I owned, and I would play it a little bit. I was never too much into those kind of games, but that is the one I owned and played. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, they fucking had the design right.
Look like somebody drew them in a high school notebook margin.
Which is better than the shit that we have today.
Yep. You could also look into Soul Calibur, Frank.
Okay, yeah.
Most recent Soul Calibur's had some updates too, but it's solid. It's another one that's like easier to pick up and play.
Andrew, shut the fuck up. When are you streaming Lion King?
Whenever I get a cart for it.
Oh, fuck off, goody two shoes. Listen, no one knows if there's a cart. Just have your starting soon screen up, and then Oh, I've already got it ready to go. You didn't see me blowing the cartridge, but believe me, it's there. Wink, wink, hint, hint. Just hope the software doesn't crash.
Lion King's not even that. Lion King is not even an expensive Genesis game. It's like it's relatively cheap to pick up. I think. I haven't been in any my retro shops lately, and I've been meaning to go. So that might actually be a good excuse for me to do it.
You should do a marathon stream, 8 hours, and you do all blockbuster nostalgia movie video games. True Lies, Lion King, Jurassic Park,
Predator
Lethal
2.
Weapon. Can't leave Lethal Weapon out, bro.
Is there a Lethal Weapon game?
Yes, I owned it. It was not a good one, though.
Okay.
I mean, it was like I popped it in and played it every once in a while, but it wasn't good.
Murtaugh.
But yeah, there was. Yeah, Murtaugh and Riggs. There was a Lethal Weapon game for sure. I had a bunch of like movie. I think I was just dumb. So every time I was at the game store, I was like, "Yeah, mommy, get it," and then mom would buy it. And those were probably like $50 carts back then. So,
oh yeah,
mom spent.
It was better than her buying that grain alcohol she drank all the time.
Yeah, just a fucking IV drip of Everclear.
Hey.
The fuck is that? So that's the first Jurassic Park game when it goes Doom style?
Yes.
That's insane. So we were talking about this before the podcast. I've tried the first Jurassic. I always played the second one, is the one I owned. And as an adult, I'd heard people say, like, yeah, the Jurassic Park SNES game's really good. Or the first, maybe they weren't specific. They were just like, yeah, the first Jurassic Park game's really good too. So I went back and played the SNES first Jurassic Park game, which is total dog shit. The first mission is like a top-down helicopter view, and I can't even make it past the first 30 seconds of that
They're
shit.
But
Andrew just booted up the first Jurassic Park game on Genesis before we started the stream, and the first level was like sick. That bullshit. Fuck that game. That game is fucking shit. You can just look at that screenshot and be like, yeah, looks like dog shit, right? But the opening screen, Frank, let's see how good your Google fingers are. See if you can, with your 9.5, find the fucking opening screen of the Genesis first level that Andrew was just playing, because that shit was sick. Like, it loaded in, and you've got Dr. Grant next to a fucking flipped-over InGen Jeep.
Yeah.
And it's a side-scroller like it should be, not this top-down bullshit. And it looked fucking great. I mean, it was definitely different, but way better than the SNES version.
Wasn't there a Home Improvement 16-bit game, like on the Super Nintendo or something?
So. Yeah, I believe so.
I really want to get, like, I just want to get real deep into that kind of shit.
Yeah. What's his face?
Tim Allen.
There's like a Binford. There's something Binford with that. So, all I have to say is, you know why? It's because it's clearly a more advanced video game system than Sega Genesis was.
How dare you? First of all, go fuck yourself. Second of all, lies.
I'm a Genesis kid, and I can't support that argument. Sorry, I love the clunky sound. I love the Yamaha chip that's in the Genesis, but I know that I'm not in the majority.
Look at those graphics with the rays of sunlight coming through the trees, and they tried to have different shades of it and shit to show depth.
That dithering.
So hot, dude. So I wonder, are you very familiar with the first game, Andrew? Or was that the first time you played it before?
That was like the first time I've really looked at it. I haven't played those games at all.
So in part 2, Chaos Continues, there's like 2 sets of weapons, so you can pick up like dinosaur, like non-lethal ammo and shit, and then you can pick up like you can just have a fucking Uzi and blast away dinos if you want. But then there's like trank guns and the electro gun. So the electro, it's like a pulse rifle, but you can charge it and shoot like one hard pulse of electricity out too and shit like that.
Yeah, that's in this one, I think. It looked like he had that.
Yeah, those darts right there. That what's in that screenshot that Frank is showing looks like the trank darts. What is that? Is that the rhino? Triceratops?
I just found a different picture
That's
for it.
Scene.
Oh, that's sweet.
Science,
dude.
science, motherfucker.
I still got to finish Maximum Carnage. That's like the last Genesis game that I've been playing a lot of, and I have gotten to the final boss, but I have not beaten the final boss yet.
Dude, you're not a man until you've beaten the Lion King on either console.
You haven't beaten it either.
I know. I'm like a little over halfway through. I can't get past the fucking. I got past the boneyard, the elephant graveyard. I think the Stampede mission is fucking damn near impossible. You know, whenever the Stampede and
running towards you,
Mufasa dies.
You have to. It's like
Simba's running towards you, and you're supposed to like. There's no depth whatsoever in that part, and you're supposed to try to. It's fucked. But
just
I
like your personality.
Exactly. Totally disgusting. Yep.
That's a fun, hard game. That's a hard game.
I'll give it a shot. I never really played it much as a kid. I played the Aladdin game more as a kid.
Fuck that magic carpet bullshit.
See, that's one I never really played much, but there's the 2-pack. I bought it on the Switch. You get Aladdin and Lion King for like $15 or something like that.
But the problem is that Aladdin is drastically different on the Super Nintendo versus the Genesis. They're different. They're completely different. It's not like one's a port of the other. Like they're developed by different fucking teams.
Oh wow! See, I've only played the SNES version.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just I don't know which one is on that collection.
Luckily, if you mod your SNES Mini, you can put Genesis games on it as well.
Well, yeah, because it's just
if you want a copy of it.
It's just like a crappy little computer.
Listen, fucking Raspberry Pi hater.
But that's all it is. It's not. I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
You're saying it's no better than a Roku stick, and it hurts my feelings, Andrew.
Well, I mean, it's true. It's no better than the Ouya.
It's a little better than a Roku stick. Oh, how dare you bring up Ouya?
It's not.
It's better than the fucking PlayStation Classic.
Yeah, no, because that's terrible too. It's another.
Shit.
I just like the problem is I'm gonna sound like such an asshole. The problem is I love video games, and like I want to see them preserved correctly. I don't want to see.
Well, okay, so there's that, and then there's PlayStation, Sony, dipshit motherfuckers who decide to finally release a classic edition ROM console. They put the worst bundled games on it in fucking the worst decision ever. And then if you do mod the thing, you can't even put the games on it that would make it good. I bought 2 of them thinking like, yeah, I'm going to put all the Tony Hawk's games and Twisted Metal on them. None of those games would work on it after you modded it. It was fucking dog shit. I sold them both immediately after I realized I couldn't even put good modded games on it.
But that's what I'm saying is like
do, you know?
that's not what I'm about. I don't want that shit either.
Dude, I can buy one right now that has 1,500 hacked games on it. That has every game on it.
Yeah, I'm sure they run like dog shit, and it was made by a sweatshop in Korea. So enjoy those fucking child nightmares on your conscience.
I don't know. I feel like ethically, at some point, like 20 fucking years later, where we're at, like with the PlayStation, the original PlayStation now, it's like you should just open up the source to it and give people the opportunity to preserve like that.
You're talking about Sony.
Yeah, and I'm not just them.
Nintendo and Sega, everybody.
Oh, speaking of Nintendo, so they've got the picture and the clip button, right, on the Switch.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, it's been out a while now. Maybe there's like some better functionality here. And they do have a little bit, like if you go to your library and look at your videos, you can now post them to Facebook and Twitter, which is like, okay, kind of okay, I guess, but YouTube would be the obvious. Because then you can just set up a dump account for clips, right? If you want to put them on your computer, other than those two options, you have a couple other options. One being copy it to your SD card and then, eject your SD card and fucking swap it over with a disk reader or whatever. Or there's a share to phone option, which is like kind of cool. I used it today for the first time ever, and it works. But here's how it works: you click A to start. You hit share to phone. It brings up a QR code. You scan the QR code. It connects you to a Wi-Fi. Then you have to close out that and then reboot your camera. It brings up a second QR code. You scan that QR code, and then it opens it in a browser, and then there's a download link. And then you have to transfer it off your camera roll and whatever. So, obvious move would be for Nintendo to say, hey, we already have this Nintendo Online app on your phone. You just log into your account. Here's all your, your pictures and video clips like Xbox does, or anything else that makes sense. Or even just get on Nintendo.com and log into your account, and then boom, you've got access to your DVR clips and shit there. But no, you got to scan double QR codes, connect to a fucking Wi-Fi, hit a download link to save it to your camera roll. Like, what the fuck, Nintendo? Get your head out of your ass.
I don't know why you're complaining, because a 4-year-old could do that now. I mean, it's.
I'm not saying I couldn't do it, fuckstick. I'm saying that I feel like when push came to shove and they had devs working on that shit, who made the decision to hey, let's put all our time and energy into this double QR code dumb fuck situation instead of just having a cloud-based service where your clips are hosted on our fucking website or the app and you can just download them directly.
You expect way too much from Nintendo. They can't grok that. There's no way.
It hurts my soul.
Also on the PS5, it's kind of bullshit too, because I don't know how to get all this stuff off my PS5 to put it on the Twitters or do it on the YouTubes or anything like that either. I haven't figured it out.
I didn't know how. I figured PlayStation hopefully at least have better than a Nintendo system, but
the streaming is all.
Xbox just doesn't work the best all the time. I know for the longest time you would have to. I used a website called XboxDVR.com, and you would go to XboxDVR.com. You'd enter in your fucking they seem like they at least let their code be open source enough for people to develop cool shit, and then they kind of implement the good ideas from that. So back in the day, when I first found Xbox DVR, it was badass. You just go to the website, you enter in your gamer tag. You can enter in anybody's gamer tag, and it would pull up all of their screenshots and DVR clips that they would save to their account. And then you could download those or share them or whatever. And that was badass, and I used that for years. And now that's just Xbox just implemented that into the Windows app, the mobile app, and all that shit. It's just that functionality is there across everything. And I think you can just automatically share it from the console to social media platforms as well. But people don't give Xbox enough credit for shit like that. It might even be rudimentary and not the best, but at least they have some of that functionality out the fucking gate without being major hoops to jump through like Sony and Nintendo.
No, I'll give Microsoft that, definitely. They're leagues ahead in thinking about the way modern gaming infrastructure should be set up. We've talked about Game Pass a lot, and that's another just perfect example of this makes sense. This works really well. Why not just move this way?
I like Xbox Game Pass is awesome, but on the PS5, the PS Now and PS Plus aren't that bad. They aren't that bad. I mean, from what I got both of them for a year for $60, and we were just talking earlier about playing Tekken or the Mortal Kombat. Both of those are on there where I can play for free, and a bunch of other shit is so too. And the PS Now library is pretty big.
Okay, but you were speaking from the perspective of the PS5. PS4 didn't have that shit.
Oh, okay. Well, why would...
The PS4 has PS Now. It does have that, but the thing is originally all those games were just streaming. they didn't have like any PS4 games on it. It was all PS3 games.
Okay.
And those don't run through emulation on the PS4. They stream from the cloud,
Oh.
which is fucking
Well,
bullshit.
that's weird because there's a bunch of... Okay, alright, okay.
But the PS4 games, I think you can download. I think that's more of like a Game Pass situation.
But they also do have PS2 games that are updated to PS4 that you can download now. Like, I can download now Red Faction and Red Faction 2 and a bunch of other things that are...
But do you know how many PS2 games there are available like
There's
that?
a ton. Well, there's a lot on... I mean, why don't you get on a fucking plane and fly over here and you can browse through?
I don't know. Last time I looked, I was very underwhelmed with the selection of PS2 games that were available that way.
Go to a bodega and buy a PlayStation 2.
Bodega.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck.
Well, I'm going to interrupt you with this. Joey, do you have a Laserdisc player?
No, but I have laser discs.
Great.
Why do you ask?
I'm just looking into getting some Laserdiscs.
Okay. Yeah, I own like Jurassic Park and Face Off and Pulp Fiction on Laserdisc.
You don't have a...
No, I bought them literally to hang on the wall because they look awesome.
They look great.
Yeah.
What was the? Isn't there a game console that plays games off of Laserdisc?
And I think that they... what's that stupid... The like the QT... Like the... Fuck...
Like Dragon's
QT,
Lair?
Yeah, Dragon's Lair. Yeah, didn't they have a Dragon's Lair like on Laserdisc?
Yeah. No, I believe in the arcade, Dragon's Lair was played off of Laserdisc even.
I say Dragon's Lair being on Laserdisc definitely sounds familiar to me.
Yeah, there were a few other games
like
like
ever
that.
a console dedicated to Laserdisc.
Ooh, a nice $500 for that Laserdisc. $669.
Just watch it as a movie.
Yeah, the game blows chunks.
Dragon's Lair, Space Ace, all that shit.
Oh, Space Ace, Dragon's Lair, Astron Belt, Dragon's Lair 2, Cobra Command.
Why don't they do like movie video game adaptations anymore as much? It feels like didn't they actually? I think they just recently did a fucking Fast and the Furious game, and it looked terrible.
Well, game development now, it costs so much more than it used to.
Yeah,
I heard that game was an abortion of the gaming industry as it was reviewed.
By whom?
Yikes.
I don't know. It just sounds like something you would say. Like you would say, this is an abortion of cinematography.
I tried to do that. I tried to write a review that included that in high school for the high school paper. But my editor would not let me.
It's called Fast and Furious Crossroads.
Yes.
And it came out August of 2020. And I'm betting you can get a copy for about $10. And I want to get it and just play it for the shit of it. We should three-way stream that sometime. Just
I'll do that.
Gravy Squad stream. We all three buy our own copy. We all three somehow, maybe we just get into a Discord call, stream our gameplay. Somebody streams all three of our gameplays at the same time, and we just get shit-faced on like fucking absinthe.
It's so complicated.
But it would be a hell of a stream.
Why don't we just do it with we'll just do it with Garfield Kart or something instead.
What's
I want
this
to play
game?
Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious Crossroads. I'm seeing used copies on GameFly for Xbox One for $14.99.
That's not even the best.
GameStop has it used for $34.99.
How do they fuck up Vin Diesel and Tay Diggs'
know.
face so bad?
Yeah.
What?
Tay Diggs is not in those, you fucking idiots. Tyrese.
That's Tupac. Come on.
I love fucking up people's names.
God.
Let's see.
That's not even the best
Wow.
Vin Diesel game. You remember Chronicles of Riddick? Remember how fucking
That one
awesome
of
that game
those was
was?
like really
Black.
good.
Game kicked ass.
One of those Chronicles, I think, was there like 2 or 3 Chronicles of Riddick games? One of them was like really good.
I think there were 2, and they like ended up remastering one and made like an expansion for it as well.
I remember
Escape from
playing
Butcher
the
Bay is
first
a good one.
Here you go, Frank. I found you a PS4 copy. Will that play on PS5? How's that work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like they're going for like over 90% backwards compatibility to the PS4.
I found you a copy for $19.25.
Yeah, but is there crossplay?
Yeah, fuck that.
Is
it
it on-
even
How much is it on
multiplayer?
Steam?
Wait, what? What
That's
is
what
this
I'm
game
wondering.
even?
Bandai Namco, blah, 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 blah. Wikipedia, here we go. Let's see. Microsoft Windows game. Ugh. Let me bring up the Microsoft Store and see what it is brand new.
$40. Fast and Furious Crossroads on Steam for $40.
First, oh wait, it is on Steam?
Yep.
Well, those sons of bitches.
Does it have Michelle Rodriguez in it?
Probably. It's got everybody else.
That might get me in the door.
She was really good in what was that 70s show?
Shut up. You're thinking of Resident Evil.
She was 15 whenever she got hired for that show.
Wasn't she what's his face Colin Farrell's lover in the that phone booth movie?
You mean phone booth?
Phone booth?
I haven't
Hey.
seen that shit in forever.
Kudos to them for pulling off a fucking hour-and-a-half long movie where literally he was in a phone booth the entire fucking movie.
That's right.
It's pretty fucking impressive.
I want a movie
And
like,
Kiefer
Go ahead.
and Kiefer Sutherland was in it, but it was like just his voice. Like never saw him at all. He was the guy on the phone.
They need to do like it's just called like the Porta Potty starring like Rob Schneider or Jack Black, and it's just 90 minutes in a porta potty.
You're aware that there's a movie called Buried starring Ryan Reynolds where he is buried alive. And he's like underground. The whole movie takes place in the fucking coffin.
Oh, that's the guy from Three Guys, a
No,
Girl,
shut
and
up.
a Submarine Shop.
You son of a bitch.
That's not even a thing, and you know it.
What? Two Guys, a Girl, and a
tried
Pizza
to-
Place? Two Guys, a Girl, and
No,
a Pizza
that-
Place. Fucking amazing.
It is, yeah. Not a submarine shop, though.
So...
Dude, I really want to buy this game now.
And you will, because you cannot control yourself.
He's buying it right now. He's checking
I'm literally
his,
logging in Steam.
He's checking his
I just
Steam
bought a
account
Just to
pallet.
see the
balance.
reviews.
It's
I
$40.
just want to read the
go to-
reviews.
Go check, is there any deal?
No.
I'll get it on like G2A or whatever, so that way, you know, I'm hurting the
you go.
developers.
Oh. Now I'm curious.
Is that
too.
too far?
Oh wait, there's two
Friends.
games. There's Fast and Furious Showdown and Fast and Furious Crossroads.
56. That's how bad it is that there's only 56 reviews on Steam. And it's mostly negative. I just want to read the reviews.
No.
Family. It's all about family or some shit.
Familia. Ma familia. Hey!
Drinking Coronas.
I can't make Joe's jokes. Anyways, the Mafia remasters, are those good?
Probably.
I heard really good things about that.
They were good the first time, so they're probably good the second time.
36 people found this review helpful. This game is actually worse than you think it is. Simple, sweet, to the point. What a scam. This game was the worst thing that's ever happened to 2020.
Well, apparently they don't know shit
And then
about
a 2-hour
Cyberpunk.
critique on
Oh,
YouTube.
not paying attention.
Whoa.
I don't care. All the hate that
That's
Cyberpunk's
awesome.
getting, it's still a good
I'm
fucking
buying it.
game. You
It's a good game.
It's a good
This
game.
whole thing.
I
This whole
enjoy
thing
it.
would be easier if it wasn't.
You know,
All right. So now that we're all just browsing Steam, do we want to wrap this up?
Is that the
Our
point
attention
where we-
spans.
well,
Our attention span is about 55 minutes collectively.
I was thinking we'll do this. I want you guys to research for this topic, and we'll bring it up next week. But since we've had so many famous actors die in the past, like year, like we needed them in like video game studios for like facial recognition and like doing video games. I think that those good celebrities from back in the day that are still alive, we need to think of movies that should be turned into video games, and we need to like extrude that from them while they're still alive before the vid gets them.
I'm not
Like
sure
what,
I follow.
for instance?
Well, like
You have to have something in mind.
they never made a video game
Like Placid?
of The Rock starring
Nick Cage,
and
Sean Connery.
Sean
I play
Connery.
the dick out of that.
Yeah, but don't say Lake Placid.
And-
It's Betty White's fucking birthday today.
What's
And
that
you
have
just-
to do with Lake Placid?
She's in Lake Placid.
She feeds her. She's the killer that feeds the gator to make him big.
I don't remember Betty White being in Lake Placid at all. You guys are full of
Don't
shit.
play Lake Placid again.
She-
Because it rules.
yes.
All I remember is, wait a minute. No, I'm mixing up. I'm thinking of fucking Anaconda with Ice Cube and J-Lo.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Lake Placid.
And Owen Wilson and John Voight.
So Lake Placid has Owen Wilson in it?
No, Anaconda has Owen Wilson in it.
I was like, wait, what? Wait, you're telling me Ice Cube and Owen Wilson are in a movie together?
and
And John Voight and
Jennifer
J-Lo.
Lopez.
Jenny from the Block.
What
And
did
an
they
Anaconda.
spend on casting in that movie?
Who knows?
Well, just,
$8 billion.
I don't think I'm wrong about that. I might be, but now I'm uncertain.
just get in this mind space for me, like it can't like a Jeopardy game, like with Trebek. You know,
No, he is an Anaconda. All right, I'm
Rest in
okay.
peace.
You know what?
So,
Never mind.
We're talking about what old movies should they make into a game now,
Yeah,
and bring back the actors.
but to get like facial recognition and all that on
Right.
these people before they pass away.
Heat.
Broken Arrow.
Pacino.
Yeah, with Pacino and De Niro.
Speed. You're in a bus. You
You're
can't
worried
go
about
below
Sandra
55.
Bullock. You're worried
No,
about
Keanu's
Sandra
immortal.
Bullock. He's worried about
You're in a-
Sandra.
Think about it, man. You're fucking GTA style driving a bus. You can't go below 55. Every once in a while, you get to like go in the back of the bus, make out with Sandra. You know, like, and then you get to shoot the hostage. I mean,
I don't think
fuck.
I don't think there was a love subplot in that movie.
Yeah, but
it was
there
implied.
should have been.
The implication.
It was definitely
And
implied.
Dennis
The part where
Hopper's
they rolled out on the little skidamaroo at the end, and they were all fucking hugged up for safety mostly, but also if there was some tasteful side boob getting rubbed by an elbow or whatever, you know, like not gonna tell anybody. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. Let's be honest, dude. Also, wasn't there a Speed 2 on a fucking cruise ship?
Yeah.
And did anyone actually watch that movie? And was it better than the Cuba Gooding Jr. movie, also about a boat? Which
Speed
one's
2.
better?
Was
Was it the same movie?
Love
Am I thinking
Boat.
of this? Is it the same movie? It's the same movie. Okay.
I have no idea what.
He's talking about the Love
Oh,
Boat
yeah.
movie. What's where Cuba and Horatio Sands?
Isn't there also an Adam Sandler movie on a boat? Like, why does every movie on a boat other than Titanic suck?
First off, that Adam Sandler movie Do you remember
Captain
that?
Ron
Going
would like a word
overboard?
with you.
Going over? No, it's not. Was it going over? I had that on VHS.
I think it's going over.
My brother had that on VHS.
Overboard is Kurt Russell. Overboard is Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
I think I had it too, but I don't remember anything about it.
I will not allow this podcast to go on any longer.
No, stop.
It is going
No,
overboard.
Stop. Everybody, hush our mouths. Hush our mouths.
Why do I not remember anything about this movie other than the fucking poster?
Because it had a ball-ass poster.
Yeah, 2 asses. Cha-ching. See? There. Andrew hasn't even seen it yet. He's already done with us.
Let's not forget Cabin Boy with Chris Elliott.
There you go.
Is he like 14 in that picture?
No,
He's
probably in his
very young.
30s.
We're gonna get demonetized.
They just shaved his chest for the poster.
His head looks like it's photoshopped onto that body too.
It really does, yeah.
Thank you to Javelin for letting us use your song. Set up.
This was a good episode. Probably the best episode yet.
Sure it was. Thank you to Tyler Edwards for the use of your art that we paid you for. That we commissioned and paid you for.
I always love that we have to disclose that.
Do we need to? I don't know why we do.
I don't think we have to, but it feels like as soon as you think, you're like, oh, but we did pay you.
Yeah, it's like, well, we didn't pay Javelin. Javelin was just like, you can do this.
Yeah, we actually pay them.
What? That's how it's okay.
Frank's gone already. What's happening?
We're not done yet.
Yeah,
What are we? Is this the post show? What's
No.
the post show? I'm ready. Let's
First
fucking
off,
go. Yes.
I have no way to play
Napoleon
this,
Dynamite.
you asshole. I have no way to play this.
Figure it out, bro.
Get a home UMD player.
You might want to
made those.
explain that real quick. There you go. Yep.
Why?
Speaking of which, yeah, so send it to Andrew. I just fucked up the packages. That's my bad.
Yeah, because he was the one that the Street Sharks Valentines were supposed to go to.
Yeah, yep. So, Andrew, have you gotten your package yet?
No, not yet.
Shit, I need to check that. And I actually realized after I sent it off, I forgot to put something in there, so I'm gonna have to
I
send
should go
you
check
that
down. I
package.
haven't been downstairs today, so maybe it's down there now, but I don't think so.
I can
Anyways,
check.
And also this little jam band out of Lamont, Missouri from 2001. Thank you for this CD. I don't even know if I have
Did
a
you
CD
listen to
player.
it?
No.
You need to.
Is it like metal?
I don't remember. I listened to it briefly. No, yours still says in transit. So for the people that are listening to the audio version of this, I sent late Christmas presents to Andrew and Frank. And Frank's showing off some of his goodies. But Andrew's hasn't showed up yet,
Not
even
me.
though I shipped it. I mean, it makes sense. Frank lives like an hour away from me, so let's see. Yours is in Brooklyn.
oh, all right.
It arrived today at 11:42 a.m. So
I'll get it tomorrow then, probably.
hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, I would
Cool beans.
think. I don't know how things go in the New Yorks
It's a crapshoot. We'll see.
for sure.
Bye bye.
The word of the week. The word of the week is stroganoff.